So tell me you're single without telling me that you're single. I think it's fairly self-explanatory. I have my Corvette wide body kit right here, but I got this coffee table. This is a one-off coffee table. I made this myself, okay? I made it myself. It's out of a special material called cardboard, and it houses my FI frequency intelligence exhaust. We got some more car parts right there. I got a vacuum though. I have a model car on my mantelpiece above the fireplace. So as you can imagine, it's quite a romantic spot, the fridge. I get it. You're not that impressed with my date night. I understand. I get it. Here in the refrigerator, though, look at this. I got a double chocolate mousse cake. I got cheese for... Why do I have so much cheese? I have Parmesan. It's Kraft, though. That's a pretty good brand. I also have Monster Tour water. That's water in a can. If that's not sophistication, I don't know what is. Okay, I get it. You're not that impressed. I have flowers. Some call me a hopeless romantic. It just so happens to be in an A&W used cup. Anyway, where were we? Nope. I don't want to hear about the car battery on the kitchen counter, okay? Don't mention it. I understand we need to make some changes. Also, yeah, the bug's back. This has been a long time in the making. The car is finally back from San Diego, California. Where is it? Not that we need to backtrack, but the window is covered in cardboard because blinds are expensive. I like to recycle, what can I say? The squad is finally back together. This color palette is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to vlog. The Bugatti Veyron is finally back from San Diego, California. It had that massive oil leak. I thought it was gonna be like a $40,000 repair bill. I thought it was gonna be the wing uprights. It was expensive, but it wasn't $40,000 expensive. We'll get into that here very, very soon, but this color combination is crazy. I just love the full spectrum. It looks like Skittles, but like the tropical ones, like the mixed berry, the tropical Skittles. It does. Bad news on the Bugatti, kind of. We're selling the car, maybe. Let me explain. I'll explain. We're selling it, but we're not. We are if somebody buys it, but we're not if somebody doesn't. Yeah, anyways, cut. I'm not gonna get crazy technical into what they fixed on the Veyron, mainly because I don't fully understand it, and if I tried to explain it, I would embarrass myself. I always embarrass myself, but especially in this situation. I thought it was the wing uprights, which are $45,000 to replace. We had the oil leak there on the passenger side. It ended up being the oil accumulators. Now, what those are, I don't know for sure, but presumably they accumulate something, probably oil because they were leaking oil, so that's my best guess. I could Google it, but it doesn't really matter. $2,389. Anytime you ship a Bugatti to a dealership and the invoice is sub $3,000, you are crushing life. Burlacker, I love you. There's a link to your channel below. Ironically enough, I spent more on shipping the car there and back because it's $1,500 to San Diego, $1,500 back, $3,000 round trip, $2,300 to replace it. That being said, I feel great about it. So we got 4 cars, we got a 3-car garage. I want to try to get all 4 inside. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna work. We're gonna try to Tetris all 4 cars into the garage. So we're gonna push the wide body Aventador Roadster all the way to the back. Reason being, I can't drive that car for like 60 days until I get paint protection film. So it's kind of unusable. We're gonna dump it there. We're gonna try to angle the C8 Corvette right here, the Bugatti there, and the blue Aventador. We gotta push those 2 cars like all the way so the Corvette has enough space. Make sense? Makes sense. That's 4. That is 4. I legit thought I had like 2 inches. I got like 2 feet. I'm fine. I can't even begin to explain to you guys how excited I am that all 4 cars fit, albeit barely. Now, once the C8 Corvette is a wide body, I don't think it's going to, but honestly, this car is headed to the warehouse when the gated V12 Lamborghini arrives from Canada. I know, I keep yip-yapping about it. I have no idea. That car's a little bit longer and a little bit girthy, so I don't know. But for the time being, all 4 fit. A lot of you guys have been asking, what is that? What is that? This, ladies and gentlemen, is called Guardian Box. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that was really cringy. Guardian Box is amazing. It has the fingerprint scanner. Bada bing, too easy. I love to put my car keys, but cash, passports, anything that'll fit in the Guardian Box is gonna be safe and protected. We also have RFID, wait for it, So cool. I have some really cool projects that I've been working on, things that I've been wanting to share with you guys. So today's video is not sponsored by Guardian Box because I own Guardian Box. I am an owner of Guardian Box. And so I guess today's video is sponsored, but I'm sponsoring my own video. I just want to put my money where my mouth is. I think the Guardian Box is cool, and I think you guys are gonna like it too. Part of the reason I like the Guardian Box so much is all the different features. It has 2 USB ports there on the back side to charge your cell phone. The battery life on this thing is 3 months. 3 months without a charge. You can charge it using a wall outlet. It's portable, but you can also get an anchor cable to tie it down. You can leave it on your nightstand or in your office or in your car. If you have something valuable, something you want to secure, Guardian Box is so perfect, and the build quality is next level. Like truly, the build quality of this thing is so durable. So we also have the Flex Box, which is a little bit smaller than the Guardian Box. The Flex is TSA approved. You can actually fly with the Flex, put your valuables safe and secured, and fly anywhere in the world. The Guardian Box has the hydraulic assist. We're offering 20% off both the Guardian and the Flex. There's a link in the description below. Like I said, I love the Guardian, I love the Flex, and I think you guys are gonna love them too. The economy in 2021, where do we even begin? How do you describe it? It's unprecedented, it's odd. A year ago today, the price of lumber was 5 times less. One sheet of plywood 1 year ago today was $8. Today it's approaching almost $50. Yours truly is building a dream house that has a lot of lumber, which is unfortunate. The price of gas is through the roof. Car values, used car values, the worst investment in the entire world are used exotic cars. They're going up value. Historically, they go down in value about 10 to 15%. Now they're doing the opposite. Home values, I don't know where you guys live, but here in Utah, home values are to the moon. Welcome to 2021. I don't have a degree in economics. Obviously, everything I say take with a grain of salt, but used cars cannot continue to go up in value like they are. Eventually, the bubble is going to, it's gonna burst. Now, historically speaking, there are investment grade cars. The Bugatti Veyron, for example, I do believe is an investment grade car, and eventually, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, it will be worth more. But a car like the Aventador that is a relatively high production number is not an investment grade car, but right now, they're going up in value. The C8 Corvette, once again, that is a production vehicle. That is going up in value. That should not be going up in value. Obviously, there's a lot of hype because that's a brand new car, but all the cars, like McLaren 570s, Lamborghini Huracans, Lamborghini Uruses, Ferrari 458s, everything, like everything, Hyundai Elantras, Jeep Wranglers, like every single car is going up in value right now. It can't continue. Eventually, the bubble's gonna burst. The reason this is happening is car manufacturers can't build new cars fast enough. The supply chain from the pandemic was completely ruined. Eventually they're gonna catch up though, and when they start building new cars at the same rate they used to, the bubble, it's gonna burst. So long story short, now that I've stepped off my soapbox, I have officially decided to sell my Bugatti Veyron. I'm gonna list the car on eBay Motors for $1.35 million. I know that number seems kind of ridiculous, but in this market, you just never know. The car values are going absolutely berserk right now. I know I just mentioned the Bugatti's an investment grade car, and I think that it is, but in 15, 20 years, I think it is. Right now, I think the values are a part of this bubble, and I think they're overinflated. And I realize this is not the greatest marketing pitch to sell my car, but I don't actually want to sell the car. But in this market, given the values that they're selling for, I think it makes sense. There was an LFA that just sold for $720,000. There was a Ferrari F50 that just sold for $3.7 million. So yes, I am selling my Bugatti Veyron on eBay Motors for $1.35 million. I'm gonna make the listing at the end of today's video. I'm gonna link it in the description below. If the car sells, great. If it doesn't sell, even better. But if it sells for $1.35 million, that's really best case scenario. We're actually doing this. Like, we are listing my Bugatti Veyron here on eBay Motors. It's not gonna sell. It's not gonna sell. But if it does sell, well, it's not going to. Yes, so I'm listing it on eBay. Bugatti Veyron 2008. We're gonna go auction style. We're gonna select the premium. We're gonna start the bid off at 1 penny because why not? Like, let's go full send. Auction reserve price, add buy now. We're gonna buy it now. We're gonna add that for $1,350,000. 1 million, we wanna make sure we get this right. If for some reason we accidentally type in 13,500, that's a bad day. We're gonna set a reserve price, but I'm not gonna tell you guys what the reserve price is, okay? Whoa, hey, don't look at my screen. Don't look over here. You guys are cheating. You guys are cheating. You guys have no idea what the reserve price is. It wouldn't be a true auction. If you guys had insider trading, that'd be like cheating. We're not about to cheat. We've imported a bunch of photos. The original color's like this two-tone silverish gray. Pretty cool color. Obviously, any buyers are gonna wanna know that. We need to add condition used. Mileage is 23,109 miles. 2008 Bugatti Veyron with 23,000 miles. Purple satin wrap. Original paint is silverish blue, dark gray. Interior is a darkish blue and in good condition. Driver seat bolster shows signs of wear. White Anarchy wheels, and I have the original wheels too. Titanium rift exhaust. Received full annual service in October of 2020. $30,000 in receipts. Car cover, owner's manual, speed key included. 1 key. Car is located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Buyer is responsible for pickup and shipping. We're gonna require a deposit of $25,000 that has to be paid within 48 hours and full payment due within 7 days. Here's the moment of truth. We need to list the vehicle. Oh goodness, and it's listed. We're done, it's listed. So guys, if you wanna buy my Bugatti Veyron, check out the link to the listing in the description below. The auction is gonna end in 10 days. The starting bid is 1 cent. Best of luck. I think that's it. I think today's video, oh, car in Canada, car in Canada. The car in Canada that I tell you guys about every single video, hoping for an update, keeps saying that it's going to arrive. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea when it's going to arrive. Honestly, the truck might call me in 1 hour and it might be here in an hour. I really have no idea. So, yeah, soon. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did like Squad, be sure to smash that like button. But just like that, this vlog is over and I'm out.